So I have a friend who, black female, who works as a teaching assistant in an older white woman's classroom.
Okay.
They were having a conversation. They were in classroom working this week, and the teacher asked the teaching assistant, did you have any plans for the summertime? And they were like, no, I'm just trying to figure out kind of what I'm going to do for the summertime. Her response to her was, well, I got some work that needs to be done around the house. You can come do that. So in the essence of preferences, I had another question.
No more ask questions, please.
But no, this is not an ask question. It's not an ask question.
Thank you.
So my question is, and it's kind of like a broad ranging topic.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to ask, start with the question of, what are your views on interracial dating? And I had like some subsequent questions out of that. Like, one, how has your view of it evolved over time? Mm-hmm. Whether or not you've actually ever dated outside of your race, why or why not? How do you feel about we all have kids that are outside of the dating age right now. Well, except for you. Yours is
locked
married.
down.
Married, locked down.
But you got grandkids, so.
Yes, it does.
But how do you feel about your kids / grandkids dating outside their race? And whether or not your view of it is different than how your parents felt about you doing it.
Okay. You mean if the shit came home, don't bring her home shit?
So I'll start. This is my question. I'll start. So I've never dated anybody outside of my race. I've never have.
Now, when you're saying dating, are you saying like in a relationship or just even went out?
Well, I'm talking in a relationship, but I've never actually even been out on a date with
okay.
But in a relationship.
All right, so never mind. Go ahead. I'll let you do your Jones.
No, this is a conversation.
All right,
go ahead.
Eric,
motherfucking Darden.
Right, because dating is dating, right?
Right.
Thank you.
A date,
right,
yes.
and then fucking.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. So never dated. Fucked, sure. Never dated though.
Okay.
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 That's just me personally.
He want to let
That's
the
why it
world
wasn't
know.
my turn yet. So he want to let the world know. Sliding scale.
Dated, yeah.
Fuck the few of them.
Fuck the few.
I want to enjoy here and there, but you know.
Fucked around.
Fuck.
Never dated.
Dated?
No. Dated?
I ain't never buy a smoothie and give her, told her she could supersize it. Never did one of those.
Fuck, David is super.
However, she did come over and watch the Bronx
Allegedly, right? Allegedly.
She's one of the good ones.
Yo, that's it. One of the good ones. Might be one of the great ones. Yeah.
That's funny. All right, so I never have.
Okay.
I guess I'll kind of answer this question in pieces, I guess. So growing up, my mother
No.
was very much against
Oh, yes.
me dating or even any of those options and anybody outside of my race. So funny story. This is exactly probably what came to his head when I said it. We used to be a group of about 10 of us. They used to hang out, like the 5 of us and our girlfriends. 2 of our crew were dating. One was dating a white girl, was dating an Italian girl. And one day we were all hanging out, and we wound up at my parents' house. And this was the first time my mother had met any of these people. The whole crew. So my mother was not there when we got there. My mother's not there when we got there. So we all sitting in the living room chilling. My mom comes in. She speaks to everybody, walks in, goes into the kitchen. Calvin, can I talk to you for a second? I walked in the kitchen. I was like, before you even start, neither of them are here for me. Neither of them were here for me. Because she was like, oh. Because my mother's stance was that especially if you brought home a white woman, that you did not love your mother.
Damn. Wow. That's what that means?
Yes.
That was her stance.
Woo.
That was her stance.
Rough.
So that was probably part of the reason why it never even, as a younger person, never even entered into my thought process. But as I got older, I never really had that much of an interest in doing so, for a lot lot of reasons.
That was one of them.
That's definitely one of them.
Pretty big.
Because I knew at the end of the day, I can't take this shit home.
I love my mama.
I can't take this shit home. But like part of it is just my my own cultural bias, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Why are you laughing?
I'll tell you later. Chicky and Pete. Yeah, when I said stop being racist. I'm not racist. I'm a bigot. It's different.
I don't even remember. I probably said that, but I don't remember why. But so cultural bias probably.
Cultural against.
Just against the whole idea of dating. I think primarily for me will be dating a white woman, because I just couldn't see myself being able to be in a relationship with a white woman. I just couldn't see myself doing it. As far as how I felt about my kids dating interracially, I probably was firmly against it early on.
Really?
Yeah, I probably because of my own bias. Probably because of my own bias. But I can honestly say that and especially probably more so because of Caden than anything else, because Caden goes to a predominantly white school. So, in thinking about things in that regard and thinking about the world that she's growing up in, I guess kind of coming to the grips with the fact that could be a possibility.
More likely, man.
And I guess maturing into the understanding that all white folk ain't bad. All white folk ain't bad. Although I can admit that especially if she were to date a white guy, I can admit that I would probably be highly skeptical until we've had a few conversations. Just being able to assure myself that he's going to have the level of respect for her as a black woman that I know part of my bias will still be that he will be incapable of having. And again, I know that's just my personal bias. So I guess I could say I'm evolving at this point.
What if she dated a white woman?
That's two things.
That's two things.
That's two things.
But but beyond that, I would probably be more comfortable with that.
More comfortable with that.
I'd probably be more comfortable with that than I would be with a white guy. I probably would be.
Okay.
I'd probably be more comfortable with that, to be honest. Not that would be my preference for her, but that wouldn't be my preference for her. But I would probably be more comfortable with that, honestly, than with a white guy, probably. So I guess I think I answered all of my own questions. Okay. I think I did.
If you don't mind me asking, why would your preference be for her to be, I'm assuming, heterosexual?
Yes.
Why?
Again, I guess my own, I don't necessarily want to call it a bias, but I guess for lack of a better word for it, a bias. It'll be my preference. But again, that's probably more so of my own stuff as opposed to anything else. Just because I don't necessarily have a desire to be in a homosexual relationship, but I don't have a problem with anybody else that does. It would necessarily be, I guess, the traditionalist in me would be for her to be in a heterosexual relationship, but if that's the route that she chose to take.
Okay. I have never. I'm like Erik. I have never dated outside of my race, but I have been without my race.
Okay.
I've been across the globe.
International.
Been around the world.
I can't find my baby.
I found a baby.
Well, I'm not surprised to see how you had pins across the state, across the country at this point.
Yeah, Jamal.
Yeah. I mean, you admitted that on camera.
Hey. With the yarn, connect the dots.
Why are you looking at the picture again, Jamal?
Because I ain't
been to that part of the map yet.
I ain't been there yet. Or ever. Not yet. No. I'll never be a part of that map.
Gotcha. That's what's up.
We understand.
He understands. He's on the mic.
I'll go for
it. No, I never, but I never was in a relationship. I never wanted to be in a relationship. Honestly, the only reason I was with anyone that was not black, it was in college, and it was because, I want to see what it was like. And I saw what it was like, and I was like, this is interesting. I'm good. I don't
check that box.
Off the bucket list.
Done. I know my preferences are rounding out, and I definitely know the shade of it. So So it was cool. Now, but as far as, but I've never had anything against it, and I know my mother and father were probably both of the standpoint of preferring not, but they never had it against. I think at one time, I seem to remember, she'll probably say I'm misremembering. I think at one time my twin sister was kind of seeing someone, or at least maybe one time brought some white guy home that she was going on a date with. You know, like definitely not a relationship. And my mom was like, okay, well, you know, hey, I think she may have been like in high school, or maybe even like, she might have even been in college. So, but like first, second year. So my mom was like, hey, this is what happens. But so it never was a big thing. And I think my mom also got the sense, like, knowing Les, like, I ain't going to go so far. And it didn't go so far. So I think they never were against it, but they probably had their preferences. I myself, in regards to Olivia, I honestly didn't have a preference one way or the other. I didn't have a preference of her interracially. I didn't have a preference of her gender-wise. You know, I got the sense of, by the girlfriends that you hung out with, you know, you can get a kind of like a sense of some of the people, like, oh, it seems like, okay, she likes Air Force Ones. All right. So I'm figuring, all right, these are people that she's hanging out with. They're probably going to be doing some level of experimenting or whatever. So something might happen. It may not. I would not be surprised. And so recognizing that, and knowing that, especially knowing that was the world, how the world was kind of like turning, I was fine with it. I always said, first and foremost, I want her to be whoever she decides to be with. If she decides to be with somebody, I want it to be somebody that's going to be respectful of her and is going to make her happy. And if that's where you're going to be happy, God bless. Now, when her husband now, you know, when I found out that he was her boyfriend, and she mentioned that she was going with some guy in the Air Force, and his name was Calvin, and I was like, okay, cool. Oh, you like your Uncle Calvin? He's like, well, he's not like Uncle Calvin. I said, really?
A little different.
Yeah, a little different.
A little different.
I said, well, Calvin's short. He's like, well, he's short, but he's white. And which I was like, oh, okay, cool. I did not meet him because they were in the Air Force until he drove from New Mexico to Philadelphia to meet with me and Olivia's mom independently, introduce himself, and tell us that he wanted to marry our daughter.
Man.
And
I respect that.
I said, bruh, like I gave him like a little bit of shit when he came up to the house.
I mean, 'cause you had to.
Yeah, you know, you got to. But then I sat him down on the porch and I was talking to him. I was like, well, man, you drove all the way from here, from New Mexico. to ask me face to face that you're going to marry my daughter. I can't tell you no.
Dig it.
Because that's like...
That's a lot of effort.
Yes.
That's effort.
Yes.
That's dedication right there.
There are some niggas that live up the next street.
They won't come down.
And wouldn't bother come down here and seeing you.
They would have sent a text
Hey,
message.
right. They wouldn't even FaceTime you, right?
Right? You know what I mean?
Why don't you ask your dad if
Ask your dad if it's cool.
Yeah, ask your dad if it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
But we live next door. I know, but I'm taking a shower.
You know what I mean? So, like... But so much respect, dude.
Yeah.
So I got to know the brother as much as I could, and like we talked for like about, he was probably at the house for about a good 3 hours.
Right.
So shot the shit, and mind you, I'm talking to him for 3 hours. After he left me, he went to go see her mom.
Wow.
Which lived across, like we weren't together. He went across the city to see her mom. Olivia's in Afghanistan while he's doing this. She don't even know he's doing it.
Wow.
So this is him looking the shit up.
Right.
So I'm like,
wow.
That's effort.
White boy.
My son.
Right. My guy.
My daughter, God bless her daughter, Olivia did not inundate me with a whole lot of boyfriends.
Right.
But none of the 2 or 3 that she had did anything like this, motherfucker. I'm like, I can't tell you no.
He did this on his own.
On his own, dog. And mind you, this was after him doing this, and then he had to drive across the state to go tell his parents.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, he came to yours first.
He came to us
Gotta
first.
respect that.
Yeah.
Gotta respect that.
Dude,
you gotta respect
like
that.
Young boy.
You gotta respect that.
Yeah.
Dude, and thank God, you know, what, 10 years later, he's cool as shit.
He is.
He like
I love him to death.
Calvin is rock solid with me, and everybody in the family. Because nobody in the family, you married a white boy? I don't know about that, but Calvin's okay.
We don't count him in that.
They love.
We love Calvin.
Calvin made them love Olivia. That's how cool that's how cool Calvin is. Shit, man. So I was never against it, but I can't ever stand against it. And trust me, ever since I've dated, you know, there've been some people in my life who have like said some like squirrelous things about, you know, like don't dig white people. And don't get me wrong, I really don't fuck with a whole lot of white people. Because white people be getting the fuck on your nerves. And some of the white people I know be getting the fuck on my nerves. And I always have to say, God damn it, y'all fucking white people. Not my brother, not my son-in-law.
That one right there, he cool.
Calvin cool. I don't fuck with his family.
No.
His family is out there.
He don't fuck with his
But
family.
he don't even fuck with his family. He'll tell you like, yeah, I can't bring you around my family, Pop. But they love you. They love you. My mom, she thinks you sexy as shit. I'm like, that's beautiful. But
As far as we going with that.
yeah, keep it moving. But no, so I don't have any problem with it. Absolutely none whatsoever.
Eric.
I do not have a problem.
He adjusted his hat for this.
Nigga, voice got high.
Like, I don't have a problem with it.
I don't know where you think it's going. My parents didn't have a problem, right? Everything was cool. My brothers brought home white girls, multiple. His first baby mom, his second baby mom, which he married.
Okay.
So, you know, both his kids are mixed. The parents never had a problem. I've never brought one home. I tried, but they wasn't fucking with your boy. I heard I was too aggressive.
Oh,
Really? Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know where it came from. This is a young me, 21, 22.
Before radiology.
Bloomsburg, don't give a fuck. Yeah. So I was in the right place. You know, I took my chances.
Wrong
but nah, nothing ever stuck.
Wrong mindset,
Yeah, I've never had. And I also kind of feel, as far as my biases go, I feel like I don't know if I'd be able to feel close enough with a white person to be like, this is my forever person.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, cause like me and my wife, like, you know, we just like mesh. Like there's nothing I don't think we can disagree on like heavily. Even everything we don't 100% agree on, I don't think there's anything we disagree on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's just like, everything is just like, it just clicks, it meshes, it just works. Like we from the same place, we understand each other, we speak the same language.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's just unspoken, you know what I mean? Like I can't explain how it clicks. Mm-hmm. So I would like to see how that would work with anybody else of any other, you know, color, regardless. Right. So I've never, you know, put myself in a box like I don't want to. Mm-hmm. But no, I've never been. I don't had the pleasure. I've never been able to. Tried. Never got one.
It's fine.
You know, had fun times.
Oh yeah.
But never. Never a date, never a multiple joint, like, oh, hey, that's my dude, da-da-da. Nah, never.
Nah. But I feel you on that, like, feeling like we never really could connect.
Right, because I don't see, like, and that's, like I said before, when I say I couldn't see myself with, like, I don't see, but I would always feel like there would be
some things you'll never get.
Or some things that we'll never be able to, like, completely connect on.
Right.
Like there's always going to be that space somewhere.
Yeah.
There's always going to be some gaps that you just can't fill, or you can't build a bridge over.
Yeah.
And those could be imagined, but I just feel like, and I don't know, that's what my biases are. You know what I mean? I just feel like there's some things we wouldn't be able to connect on.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. But I also feel like it would almost there. I feel like there will always come a moment where you're gonna not be my woman.
Right, you're just gonna be another white person.
You're just gonna be this white person in the house.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And to be fair, there may be that moment where I'm not gonna be your man.
Right, just be some nigga now.
Some nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's even that part of it is like, yeah, I can't like just because you know that moment is gonna come. Like,
Or it could come.
Or could come. Like,
yeah, because to be fair, it may not.
Right, it may not, but just the idea that moment could arise.
Yeah,
like,
I just kind of want to avoid all that.
Exactly.
Right.
But not Calvin.
But not Calvin.
Not Calvin.
Not my Calvin.
Now Calvin go for what he wants.
That's my homie right there.
Calvin,
That's
Calvin
my
that
man.
Calvin, I do. But I will also say that after a certain point, because like I said, it was in college, and it's not like I didn't have opportunities afterwards, but after a certain point, especially, and I don't know about y'all, and this is actually was another question. As much as I click with all of y'all, I have a lot of black women as friends that are just cool as friends. So and being friends, I hear them, their laments about, just life in general, but dating and things of that nature, and their feelings about black guys that date white women and stuff like that. Yeah. And in hearing that and just being sensitive to that, even when the opportunities have arisen,
that's always in the back of your mind.
It's always in the back of my mind. So I might look at you and be like, yeah, you fine, but you ain't as fine as anybody that is black. You ain't got nothing on any of them. So I'm not even gonna go there. Not going. And plus, in like having like a man moment for a second, I like to be able to reach behind and grab something. I want my hands filled with something. I want 2 full lips on my lips. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what the Botox is for. They like it's gonna be. You can have anything you want.
I don't want to have.
they got the sometimes they got the squat, sometimes the BBL. Like there's all kinds of things.
Then that is 2 Goodyear radio tires on my lip. I don't want that shit. That is that is plaster of Paris in the back of my hand.
You may not be able to determine, right? Like it may not be up to you. Like you can see a sister and be like, oh my God, that she all that. And then you look at it closely and be like, wait a minute. Those thighs don't match. This is what they be talking about. Like, it's not up to you. She saw something. Maybe she wanted to do something about it. This is who she is now. That's how she presents, right? Not everybody's perfect. If I meet somebody tomorrow, I'd be like, hey, like, what's up? Yeah, I got a wife, but nobody's perfect. So, like, you got to take people as they come to you. You understand? Like, you don't get to determine how they are when you meet them. You got to meet them where they are.
Yes.
So, I got a wife, but nobody's perfect.
The fact that he just rolled right through it.
He just rolled right through it, right? That stop sign. They went right through that stop sign. God damn.
Ran right through that door. Like,
fuck the cops. We gonna go straight through that traffic. It's like
red light camera definitely flashed on that one, boys.
And trust me, see, y'all don't know. I know Erik. He did that with his back of his head to the camera, so he can always.
With that one minute.
Len editing shit,
right? You don't even see my mouth moving. That's AI. When I got 6 fingers, I don't know why he playing around. Yeah, it's just AI shit is crazy.
I'm gonna talk to that nigga again.
I'm gonna talk to him.
Yeah.
Right? Add this AI shit to the joint, babe. Like, that shit crazy.
You know he's the editor.
AI is crazy. You know that shit wild. Do they even sound like something I would say?
This man here. Yo, my stomach
what I
hurts.
said was Jasmine's perfect. He spliced some words.
Oh my God.
So you gotta accept people. The moral of the story. Basically.
The moral of the story is set people where they are.
Jamal.
I don't know if I can go after that shit. That was a lot. God damn. I never had a problem with it. Primarily because I have like I'm like I'm a mutt. I'm Spanish, Indian, whatever the case is. So I've always thought that you like who you like. Mm-hmm. I've dated outside. I was engaged to a woman outside of my race before. Okay. My first fiance. She was Hawaiian. I never had a problem with any of that. You like who you like. My friends and I, when I were young, used to say, "Well, we all the same color when the lights go out." That was the thought process. But I never had a beef with it. I never dated a Caucasian woman. Mm-hmm. I messed around with one, never dated one. I've dated Spanish. I've dated just about everything you can think of at this point, besides Asian and African, like from Africa. But I never had a problem with it. I wouldn't. My kids, my boys like girls now, and they little, and they don't care, and they don't care what race they are. The oldest one, he don't care if you got a diagnosis or not. He don't give a shit about none of that. Down syndrome, none of that. He there for the cause. He don't care about none of that. And listen, he don't. He don't care about. And the little one, whoever is cute that week.
That week,
because it changes. It like the seasons. He changes. So I've never had a problem with it. My parents probably. I've heard that if she can't use your comb, don't bring her home shit. Yeah, was primarily the reason probably why I never brought a white woman to the crib. And then I always hear for some reason in the back of my head and my father, these crackers. And I was like, well, that's not gonna work. So no, but I mean, my wife and I have known each other so long. It was like one of those things that was like it was destined to happen anyway. Mm. Everybody saw the writing on the wall before we did, so I'm not shocked who I married. But if I didn't marry her, if we'd never met, I wouldn't be opposed to dating someone outside of a different race or this, that, and the third. I think we all have gone through our stripes and tribulations individually. Mm. So we may not all, like you said, maybe some space, even if it's in my own head at this time. But that's something, I mean, I probably could work out. I can say that, openly say I probably could work it out, because I don't know. Mm. But I don't have any definitive decisions on like, oh yeah, I couldn't do this, or I couldn't do that. If I was in this situation, da-da-da-da. I have come to the point in my life where I'm open to say that anything is possible. So I kind of just left it like that. And if my kids do it, bon appetit.
Okay. Real quick, I had a quick scenario. Don't want to run it past everybody. Just wanted to get everybody's reaction. See if y'all reacted this way that I reacted to this.
Oh.
I wanna sit on it.
No, it's not that.
That's right. That would have been.
It's not that. So
my reaction was similar.
So I work in education, which is dominated predominantly by white women. Mm-hmm. So I have a friend who, black female, who works as a teaching assistant in an older white woman's classroom.
Okay.
They were having a conversation. They were in classroom working this week, and the teacher asked the teaching assistant, did you have any plans for the summertime? And they were like, no, I'm just trying to figure out kind of what I'm going to do for the summertime. Her response to her was, well, I got some work that needs to be done around the house. You can come do that.
And they weren't joking?
No, they were dead serious.
Wait a second. Question.
Older white woman.
No.
Yes.
No. At any point, did the teaching assistant ever say to her that I have a cleaning business?
No.
Okay.
No.
That was the
right. Like that could be a side hustle.
No. Silver lining.
I was looking at business online. This is like cleaning business for sale.
She did the help on her. Where's the shit pie when you got one? What the?
Okay, so now you're the only person who have not emoted at all.
Right, because I'm like,
now I know that you don't like Tyler Perry, and for the same reasons I don't like Tyler Perry. But this is probably the only time when Tyler Perry ran through my mind, and he's at the 1-800 choke that hoe. Like that's the only thing I think of at that moment. What? Yes.
I mean, I'm right, because like if we're having this conversation and you seriously just asked me, I would probably say like, why would I want to come and clean your house for my summer?
What do you? Saying what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
Cause like, if anything, I think you're asking me if I'm going on vacation somewhere. Not, hey, do you want to come do some yard work?
exactly.
Right. So like right now, I'm taken aback.
This is
Like,
this white woman is in my house shit again right there. This shit is
exactly.
fucking crackers in my goddamn.
and then like I don't want to be like, well, what are your plans for the summer? Do you want to come kiss my ass? You know what I mean? Like, cause then like I don't want you to take it the wrong way. Like I was offensive.
Right.
This is clearly the wrong episode. Where the fuck is Hakeem?
God. Now this is the one moment where I am upset that Hakeem was out here
This
because I would love to hear his reaction to this.
Ass and battle
But
rap.
so I feel good in the fact that I clearly was not out of line the way I reacted when this story is related to me.
Well, how did your friend react?
Hey,
She surprisingly did not catch. I guess she just kind of blew it off because you kind of like not. She kind of blew it off inside the idea of like, yeah, no, I'm not
That's
doing
not what
that.
she meant.
I think she had the idea like maybe that's not. And I was like, because I had to say to them like,
Did you think about the caucasity she had to ask you that
right,
shit?
That's exactly what I was like. She's like,
That's a good word.
Yeah.
she's like, I didn't see it that way. I said, well, how could you not see it that way? I said,
Yeah, like what were you thinking? You
said
were thinking like I ain't doing that shit.
I was like, I need you to ask her if she understood how culturally insensitive that was. She asked you that.
What was her response? What was your first response? I'm just curious.
She was like, yeah, no, I won't be doing that. But like, she just kind of blew it off.
I think that's
because like that's what else would you expect?
She'd have lost her job.
Yeah.
And why would you ask me to come clean your shit just because you need some shit?
You know why?
Cleaned.
You know why?
Like what makes you think? Do I do a nice job around the classroom?
No. You know why?
Yeah, does she clean the classroom? Like what?
I mean,
makes
may
her
straighten up and tidy things as a TA, but
you know, I think the fact that y'all are trying to find a silver lining.
That's right.
Instead
No,
of
is
just
that silver
accepting-
lining? Is that silver lining?
oh, I'm offended.
No, I'm offended all the way. Is that trying to find a silver
We trying to
lining?
how she made that
trying to figure
connection.
out like
Yes.
what
made
her
you ask me
reasoning?
that?
Yeah.
You know what made her ask that?
Well, I'm hoping that it's not just straight up.
What else
I'm
could it be?
black.
I think that in the midst of the conversation, if I remember what she said, I think in the midst of the conversation, she may have mentioned like she had been
Like she likes mops.
no, like she have like cleaned her house or something over the weekend or something like that. Maybe something like I don't know.
Like that's a real random.
Yeah.
To connect those dots.
Even if we have been talking about me cleaning my house this weekend, what makes you think I want to come clean your house in the summertime?
Now listen.
Like why?
Now I can say that to somebody, but 100% joking, knowing you're not coming to clean my shit.
Like you
Right,
see
right,
somebody
right.
cleaning something,
Right,
I
but
see
it-
somebody wiping a desk,
Right,
and I'm
right.
going, when
Like
you
my
done, I
coworkers,
got a whole crib. You
I
can do
talked
that
to
with.
one coworker. She tells me she does like 10 loads of laundry a day. Like I have a coworker
Right.
that is obsessed with laundry and literally does like 30 loads of laundry in a week. Like literally. So we have conversations about
Right.
how much laundry she does.
Yeah.
Like how many bins she has, how many
Right.
like I have like the kid wears different pajamas every night of the week. Her and the husband both wear pajamas nights of the week. Then I got linen, I got towels, I got this, I got that. He's a 2-year-old, he's messy. Like the husband's a teacher. I take his clothes off as soon as he get home. Like all the loads of laundry she does. It's
Right.
a lot of shit. Excessive shit, right?
Right.
So it's a lot. I get that. And so it sounds like a lot for anybody. Like we have a lot of conversation about that. I wish you would come over to my house and do some laundry. Or she talk about
Right,
cleaning.
right.
I wish my wife cleaned my house half
Right.
as much as you clean your
Yeah.
shit. Jokes like that, knowing you're full time and you're not coming to my house to clean my
Right.
shit,
And-
regardless of anybody's color.
And I
in
probably
this
would
scenario.
my mindset probably would have been
So,
there had the
I'm
lead
thinking
up
joking.
question not been
What are you doing
this summer?
Yeah. that's what funks it up. That's the in between.
Because
is
your
like,
lead up question to saying that was, so what are your plans this summer? Like if you ain't got shit else to do,
I can pay you this
got
quarter.
I got some work for you.
Yeah, nigga.
Right. Like,
Damn.
that's why I'm like, did you say I'm looking for work this summer? Like, I'm trying to lock down a check.
Right.
Like, did you give that impression you need money this summer?
That's why I was going with the whole. Do you have a cleaning business? Like something like that. I was cool with it.
No,
Because did she get that impression somehow?
No, she
like,
opened with,
did
what
she
are your-
overhear you on the phone like, I don't know what I'm do about these bills? Like, was there anything like that she could have got that impression? That seems real random to just pour that shit out your ass unless you were just looking for summer
That
help.
was really just her hood showing.
Because, like, that seems real crazy to me.
So either that is the case, or she just showed her true colors.
well, look, you said this is an older white teacher.
Yes.
Right. Like how old?
She's in her 60s, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
that's it.
Yep. Right there. Right
So-
there. Right there. Right there.
Even though, still, goddamn.
That's some balls.
2026.
That was some balls. That was balls.
Dude.
That's some balls.
Because there's some sisters
that would have whooped your ass on sight.
And then reported you to the principal.
And then,
and would have whooped their ass on sight.
Well, that's the thing. Would have reported them. Yeah, I mean they would have whipped their ass, but if they're smart, but if they're smart,
they would have reported.
They report her because you whip your ass, you lose your job.
But then some of them don't care.
Well, that's true. Well, because they come out your mouth.
Yeah.
And like,
Yes.
The fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why we were all quiet for the first 5 minutes because we all said the same.
Cause we're trying to analyze that. Like, what am I missing?
I sat there like, hold up, this don't make no sense.
Like, it had to be more to it than that. That you white, I'm black. You want me to clean your shit.
Listen.
Like, that couldn't have been the whole gist of this. Like,
really?
wait, what?
Did she have on a blue suit and brown shoes?
No.
And socks?
Did her pumps match her belt?
Did Donald Trump help her out?
Let me say something. I wanted so bad to just put this in our group chat. When I was told this story the other day, I was like, no. I got to save this. I got to save this because I need
see everybody's response.
Yes, I have to. I haven't told them. I'm going to let you know now that we're recording our podcast on Sunday, and I'm bringing this up because I need to get my fellas' reaction to this like in real time in the moment.
Yeah, ain't no fucking way.
Yeah,
my man said, ain't no fucking way, boy. Ain't no fucking way. Yo, I'm hot for her.
For real.
I'm pissed for her.
Listen.
Like that.
It ain't too late to say something.
I said, listen, I need you.
Not in the era of they.
I need you to go back tomorrow and ask her if she really understands what she was asking you.
No, I would definitely have a conversation with her, especially if this is somebody that I have to work with.
I said, yes, you do what you want, but you need to have that conversation because she needs to understand that one, she was way out of line
on all levels.
Because what I said to her, because I said, we have a lot of in the department that I work in, we have a lot of conversations about calling people out. Mm-hmm. When stuff like that happens, because we talk about microaggressions a lot, because there is a level of there's a blind spot that a lot of people have, a lot of people have culturally, mm-hmm. where they, especially in the times we live now, people have become so comfortable with being insensitive mm-hmm. that they don't realize a lot of times that they're being insensitive. You got to let them know, yo, you can't say that.
Right.
You can't say that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where you think you are.
Right, but you can't say that.
Right.
Because what's going to wind up happening is if you let it go,
they're gonna say it again.
They're gonna say it again to the wrong person.
But then that might be just desserts.
Granted, but it's one of those things because you try to look at it from both sides, because you try to get the people the benefit of the doubt, and maybe you just don't realize how insensitive you're being right now, mm-hmm. and you need to be made aware of the fact that you need to adjust your conversation mm-hmm. before you wind up in a bad situation that mm-hmm. you can't get yourself out of.
Well, it's also about
true, but is that our responsibility to do the educating? Now, if you want to take it upon yourself to educate that person and try to make them a better person, all for you. What if I'm the kind of person that wants you to say that again to the wrong one? You know what I mean? Like, I'm under no obligation to help you at all. You know what I mean?
Fair.
So, like, I want you to say that to the wrong person.
True, but what I would say is that you still want to have that conversation, not so much to protect them from saying it to the wrong person, mm-hmm. but to stop them from saying similar shit to right. me again.
Well, and I'm sorry.
So checking them on their mindset,
right? And
especially since this is a person I'm going to be working with,
right?
Establishing the boundaries within our relationship.
And plus, the other part of it is that, especially when we're talking about in the educational setting, is that if you say stuff like to me as an adult, you were going to say similar things like that to children.
Yeah.
To children. And you want to call them out on that now, because what I don't need you doing is standing in front of a room of black kids and saying stuff like that.
Who wants to earn 50 cents this summer? Who likes cutting grass? Do you guys like working under the sun? Like, who likes it outside?
Because it may not be necessarily that comment, but comments in a similar vein that you're going to wind up because you have not been made aware of how off-putting your conversation can be. You just keep talking that way. For instance, I had a conversation with a teacher that I'm working with a couple of weeks ago. And I've been doing this job for 4 years. The first time I've been in this situation where this guy said to me, he said to me straight out his mouth, "These kids are unteachable."
Oh yeah, I remember this.
And I had to gather myself. I was like, okay.
Yeah, nobody's unteachable.
Right.
Number one, two, maybe you just suck at it.
But I said, that comment was on because like the time before that I had met with this person, he had said something that kind of put my antenna up, and I kind of said, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe this was a bad day, what have you. But then he turned around and said this. I'm like, okay, and I kind of pushed him on it and realized that this is where his mindset is, and I had to talk to him about, you need to give some consideration to adjusting your mindset. Because you can't talk like that in this environment. And like I said, to your question about responsibility, while it may not necessarily be our responsibility to educate this person, it is our responsibility to make sure that they are not projecting that mindset on people, on especially on our children that are not prepared, that are not prepared and equipped for it.
That's a better point. If we're talking about educators and, the impact they can have on the future, then yeah, I definitely see more of a point or more of an importancy on correcting and educating, that kind of a thing. My wife just mentioned this morning that we need to show our kids lean on me. Because I don't know what it came from or what it was behind or, what about teachers or this or that. But she said we need to show the kids like lean on me because they don't even know. And I'm like, I think it was something about educators or something. I'm like, we should, because it definitely ain't, those Mr. Joes anymore, Mr. Clarks.
No.
You don't got a lot of Mr. Clarks no more. So I can definitely see the importance of, teaching your kids about that kind of a person. Or what they got, the lengths he went through to try to make a school better for the students, that kind of a thing. So under that same veil, I definitely can agree.
It's a bunch of racist motherfuckers over there, huh?
It's racist motherfuckers everywhere.
But
but that's just it. Like it's again kind of related to the conversation we were just having about dating. My feelings about the non-melanated has evolved. Wow, has evolved.
Non-melanated.
It's because
where's my
I try hard not to lump everybody into the fact that you're racist.
Right.
Because I have come to learn that some folk are just ignorant of what their own mindset is. Because
that's true.
Because they have not. I'm sorry, because they have not had any reason to think otherwise.
Yeah, haven't been given that reason.
They haven't been given any reason to think otherwise.
Right.
Everything about their existence has been, this is normal and okay.
And even if everything about their existence hasn't been, the world as it has been slowly shaping over the last 5 years,
right,
as if nothing else has been giving them license to feel like, hey, maybe the way I've always been feeling
is just fine.
It's just fine.
Right.
And I think it would take something. Then it would be an act of violence, and then the person who was there, the victim, the person who was the assailant, is now the victim. Mm-hmm. Because now it's like, oh, you just beat up this white person for nothing, and then it's like, well, no, he did this, that, and the third, and this was my response. Now my response was probably wrong, but how I felt about it wasn't wrong. So I just think that, and the thing about it, because a lot of the melanated people don't have the maturity level to think about it and will surely just react on it, makes you want to educate the non-melanated people. Because then it just makes us look what we aren't, which is violent. We're not violent, we're defensive.
And along those lines, I feel like if we could give them a measuring stick that they could use on themselves to self-assess where they are, that would be helpful. Yeah. Like if you have a non-melanated friend, tell them this. If you have ever had the thought I'm not racist, but.
That part
Period.
right there.
Just right there.
That
If you
part right
ever
there.
had that thought, regardless of what became before or after, if you ever thought to yourself, I'm not racist, but you're part of the problem. Just
right
period,
there.
right there.
I got
Just
3
share
buttons.
that with anybody and everybody you know. Share this one clip. We're going to make this as short right here. And this is what we're going to get to go viral. We're going to share that with Drewski. We're going to send that to freaking everybody. Everybody. We're going to send that to True Social.
I had
We're
3
gonna
black friends at the house. Whoa.
Not at the house.
Cap on stage. We send it to everybody.
Not at the house.
Yeah, just make that short. We're going to send that clip out. We need everybody to know
That
that it's
part right there.
self-assessment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you butt, like you're not taking your own biases into consideration. You're not looking at it from the correct lens. You know what I mean? It's like you can't claim to be, not racist and that racism doesn't exist. You know what I
How hard
mean?
is it to be open-minded?
It's very hard for a lot of people.
Because they may
Exactly.
not know what it looks like to be
I'm saying
open-minded.
that
Beyond that, some people think they are. Some people think that I am open-minded. What are you talking about? Like,
no.
Yeah, not in the least.
To be open-minded is to accept the fact that your insecurities are your insecurities, and you have to be open to accepting those insecurities and fixing them. It's one of the ways to being open-minded. And I can say that because I was raised a certain way, which Leonard knows, and I have been open to not thinking that way for so long because I have boys. And so my thought process, about homosexual relationships were a lot different when I was younger as opposed to they are now. I think because I have kids now, but it's part of my insecurity and my bias and whatever I went through to see that, okay, if that's how they feel, that's how they feel. That's your life. My whole thought process, as long as it's not negative, I'm cool with what you do. You don't have to be security. You don't have to be this. You don't have to like that. Whatever. As long as whatever you do is not negative to yourself or someone else, I'm cool with it. The second it becomes negative to yourself or someone else, that's the problem I have with it. So even in that thought process of that lady, I hope that she was not thinking the same way I'm thinking.
right,
Because the first process, I would say, well, who the fuck is you talking to?
right.
Because I know my reactions. But the more mature person, because we can talk about this openly as adult men and come up with different alternatives and viewpoints, people today don't see it that way.
Right.
And that would be the sad point. And that will never get us past some of the problems that we have going forward and what this world is developing into, is that we're closed-minded. A lot of people are just closed-minded, and this is the way, and that's it. And certain people of certain levels are not helping us at all getting any better from it.